two sealed. That one still hasn't sealed. It probably won't seal. So I'm going to go through here. Again, I'm just going to take this, pushing this down the side. Remember, we don't use metal. Metal etches the inside of your jars. And the inside of the jars is tempered to a different, it's not quite as robust as the outside, and it can cause microfractures, which can cause your jars to crack. If your jars are going to break inside the canner, and you'll hear them, you'll know it, don't worry about it. Don't stop the canner. Don't think you're going to go in there and save it. You're not. It's a lost cause. But wiggle those a little bit to kind of get the air out from those pit holes. Do use caution when you open up your canner and you're taking the jars out, because what happens is the ring busts out the bottom. The jar doesn't explode into 4,000 little shards of. Okay, I'm going to turn this off now because these all have air bubbles removed. I'm just going to top off with a little bit of liquid here to make sure they're all at that half-inch mark. Okay, hang on. Turn you this way. Turn you this way. I didn't do this ahead of time. I should have. I'm sorry. I should have had these where they're all facing me so I can see quickly. There we go. Okay, that one's fine. Okay, a little bit more in you. But see, here's the thing. Now I've got this fruit in here. I can see that this one is probably going to be too high. Oops, I'm going to save that one there because I might be able to use it in another jar. That one's good. Make sure that little piece is down. And I put way too much in that one. That's why oh, I did have a spoon here, but I got rid of my spoon. So has anybody here tried to can something and have it completely fail? And if so, what was it you were canning? That's what I like to know, that kind of stuff. And I will catch up on chat here, guys, just as soon as I get these jars filled. This is a critical point because I can't have these cool down too terribly much. And I'm doing very specific measurements here. And measurements have to be exact. It's not like, oh, well, this one's a ½ inch and that one's an inch, that's all right. No, they have to be very, very, very specific. We're going to get rid of all this. It gives me more room. I have another food picture to post in. Oh, ooh, I love pork fried rice. See, that one this one I don't like either. This is that weird half piece. It's just making it just too tall. Get some extra lids. Oh, I thought I had all my lids over here. Well, that's why there's all those lids over there. And that one might be okay. Remember, jars may not seal because A, maybe you didn't leave the right headspace. B, could be a faulty jar. Maybe you had siphoning. Maybe some of the juice siphoned up out of the jar and got between the lid and the top of the jar. Maybe you adjusted the temperature too fast on your water bath canner or your pressure canner. So there's any number of things. Maybe there's just a little tiny bit. Maybe you didn't wipe your jars down enough or sufficiently. So there are a lot of things that can happen, but it doesn't mean you've lost your food that's in them. If a jar doesn't seal, put it in the fridge. Eat that one sooner. Okay, so I need 3, 6, 7. Ooh, I got 9 pints over there. I didn't think I had that many. Didn't think I had that many. I tried to can Rocky Road, but I keep eating it. I usually keep a tub of frosting in my refrigerator. That's like my guilty pleasure treat. Okay, let's bring you up to temperature here. Sooner than later. Again, just kind of feeling for that grab. Just kind of feeling for that grab. I love making fried rice, but mine never tastes as good as the restaurant ones. Oh, there's a lot of good recipes out there doing it for making a good pork fried rice. Oh, that is like really hot on my hands. Hey, how are you doing, STC? What's up? So now I have to be careful. I do have a jar. I mean, the water in here is boiling. And sometimes you may have to rearrange your jars a little bit. Use caution. We are talking boiling liquid here, slow movements. Just, oh, I gotta get these jars in there. I'm in a hurry, and don't get in a hurry. If you can a little over the time that you're doing, why aren't you grabbing? There we go. That's okay. If you think, oh my gosh, I waited too long to get these in there, so long as you're canning at the time that the recipe says, I'm gonna wipe my face after this. You will be within your time frame. And then we can sit down and talk. There she is, yes. She had to go transplant. Wait a minute. Oh, Cerise, I forgot the name of the basil plant. I forgot the name. Oh my gosh, these are so hot. Get over there. You get over there. Hot! You get over there. You get over there. You get over there. I think I can get one more in here, which means that can I will just eat tonight. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I thought I could get 9 in here. I guess I can't. All right, we're going with 2 jars that we can't put in there. That's okay. Where is my gloves? Where is my gloves? It's a wonderful herb name. Hang on, lower these in here nice and slow. Because remember, as you lower the jars into water, they will start floating. And we don't want them to fall over all the way down to the bottom. That one's not standing up straight. That one's not standing up straight either. You are not still. Whew, that's hot. Even though they're silicone gloves, they still get hot. Holy shamoly. Guacamole. Okay, that pie thing didn't seal up. So I'm going to use that. All right, let's get this lid on here. Let's wash this. Yummy, yummy. So, you guys can see we processed 1.5 trays of nectarines for, well, we got 10 pints of slices, 3 pints of pie filling. So I'm gonna make another batch of pie filling for sure. As soon as we get off stream, I'm gonna make another batch of pie filling. But I'm gonna change something up. I want to check another recipe. So the pie filling, the quart jars will give me enough to make like an 8-inch pie shell, like an 8-inch pie. A quart is also enough for like 2 mini pies. So if you want to do like 2 mini, like put them into ramekins and put like that nice crumbled topping on the top to make your crisps, your actual crisp. Okay, another way you can tell if something's boiling is put your hand on top of it. You can feel it coming up from the bottom. I'm very naughty. I was so sleepy yesterday. You ate 2 pieces of pizza. I want pizza. I want pizza right now. I do have time to make a batch of dough, but I just don't have the toppings that I want for it. All right. Almost. Almost. So these are not going to be processed. Those are just going to eat the next couple of days. So matter of fact, because I'm not processing these, I want to take these lids off. I don't want these to false seal with that warm liquid in there. And I want this heat to come out. If you take this jar and put it directly into your refrigerator like this with a lid on, that heat is going to take a long time to escape. And we all know that bacteria loves a nice warm bath. So these we're going to can for, we're doing pints, so we're doing 25 minutes on these. Oh, I got to show you guys something too. As soon as that starts to boil, I'm putting my hand on it because you can feel it boiling from the bottom. You can feel the bubbles coming up. You can feel the vibrations of it. You'll know. But it's too PC. It's like, uh-oh. You have to eat your veggies. Pineapple was a veggie. No, pineapple's not a veggie. I can just see Cerise rolling her eyes right now. Pineapple is a veggie, okay. But it's a good fruit. It is a good fruit. All right, can you boil, please? Because, you know, we'd really like to. It's so close to boiling. And the other reason why I don't want these lids to false seal on top of there, once the lids seal, you can't reuse them. And lids right now are like money. They are like money. Except for the fact that, yeah, that's the tenderizing agent. So meat tenderizers are made out of papayas and or pineapples. That's why when you take like a skirt steak or particularly flank steak, and you make a marinade that has pineapple juice in it that helps really tenderize and break down those the connective tissue between the strands of meat. Very, very close. I want to show you guys the bacon. So it was last week at this time on Wednesday that, remember, we took the big pork bellies, we trimmed them up, we got them into the baggies with their nitrite cure. We used the Prague powder #1 nitrite cure. That is for cures that are less than 10 days. And our salt and our seasonings. Oh my gosh, Pixelated Vika coming in with a raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is amazing. Raiders, thank you so much for coming in and joining and coming over here with our family. Pixelated, what did you stream today? Please tell me. Were you playing a game? Were you playing a game? Please let me know. Hello, hello. So Raiders, my name is Kanara. I am a food and drink streamer here on Twitch. I'm very hot and flush right now because I'm a food and drink. I'm a specialist in home food safety and home food preservation and prepping. So I teach through the University of Oregon State, and I teach classes on home food preservation, on prepping, on water bath canning, pressure canning, you name it. So right now it's canning season, so I'm hoping that each Wednesday we can do another canning segment. Number one, I have to get some canning done. Number two, stream it and teach y'all how to do things. So Raiders, if you guys could do me a huge favor, I would absolutely be so grateful. Right down there is my logo. I'm laughing because I'm having so much fun here. If you can click that logo, that'll bring you directly into my stream, and the numbers always, always help those of us here on Twitch. Or you can refresh your browser and come directly on in the stream. And if you learn something, you're having fun, you like the energy here, hit that follow button. Follows are free. They don't cost you a darn thing. Not at all. Made some chocolate chip muffins. Ooh, cheddar chive muffins. You know what that reminds me of? I don't know if you had it. I don't have one here anymore. Red Lobster used to have those cheddar biscuits. I have to take my dairy pills to eat those. Oh my gosh, they are so good. You've never canned anything. Well, here's a place to learn how to do it. Here's the place where all the magic happens. Let me, because I don't know if this is actually working. Oops. I'm clicking on this. Oh, it's warm. It's super warm here because it's like 100 degrees outside. And my house is very, very warm. That's not where I wanted to go. I just went to the wrong thing. Because I do that sometimes. It's an age thing, you know? Control C, yes please, and close that out. So, that's my Discord. So if you guys want to learn more about canning, if you have any questions about questionable food, maybe after a power outage, maybe your refrigerator was without power for 12 hours, if you want to learn about canning, particularly if you're in the United States, canning in Europe is a different beast because your equipment is different in Europe than it is here in the US. But if you're here in the US and you have questions about canning, whether it's water bath canning, dehydrating, freeze drying, pressure canning, regular dehydration, let me know. I'm happy to help out. I have done 2 segments now with 2 people who wanted help, and we just got on Discord. One of them I just kind of like talked them through it, and the other one she shared her screen so I could see her jars, how she packed them, and everything. You know, kind of make sure I want to give you guys that confidence. Okay, that's boiling really, really fast and heavy. We're going to turn that down a little bit. We want it to be a happy boil, like a child's really excited laughter, not a scream, not a guffaw. Make drop biscuits. Oh gosh, that just sounds so good. Yeah, yours did too, Mary Todd? Oh, Mary Todd, that ulu knife that you sent over to Pantry Elf, that was awesome. That was awesome. I've watched videos on how to use one of those, and the what's the two-handed one called? Mez something? I watched a woman skin a seal though with the ula, and that was fascinating to watch. Utterly fascinating to watch. That's pretty cool. Make drop biscuits. Oh, I have a canning questions, but I'm not on the US. Oh well, I'll just go sit in the corner. No, Betty, you can still ask, because while I may not be able to help you, I know the people that can. Being connected through the university system, I can probably find people to help you with all of your home food preservation needs. But we do take calls, I will say, on our hotline. So Oregon State runs a national hotline number, a toll-free hotline number that is manned by 2 counties, my county and the county up. And we get all sorts of questions on there from all over for canning. Do you have? No, I don't have an. Is it ulu? Is it actually pronounced ulu? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Boy, that'd be kind of rude if I wasn't even pronouncing it right. My gosh. No, I had a friend, and I didn't even know about him. A friend of mine, she lived in Alaska for, oh my gosh, I want to say 25, 30 years. She was the lady who taught me how to crochet. Anyway, she went into the kitchen to make something for like a snack for us to have, because she was teaching me how to crochet and we were going over some stuff. And she whipped one of those out, and I was like, what the heck? I had never seen one before that. I said, what the heck is that? And she goes, ooh, yeah, and I was like, that's good, because that's what she called it. And she was just sitting there, and it was amazing when she did a pork tenderloin, and for me, I got to stick the fillet knife underneath and kind of, go through without really hacking through the thing. And she just picked it up, and just with the little tip of that thing, just and a beautiful smooth. Oh, that was impressive. That was impressive. But no, I looked at those ones, and then for the longest time, I couldn't find them anywhere. I mean, I couldn't even find them on Amazon. Whew. Okay. Got the vapors. I got the vapors. Oh, I forgot to set my timer. Dang it. All right. That's the bad thing about, I'm going to go with 19 minutes. That's the bad thing about streaming and canning, is that I get distracted and you don't go through. I'm setting it for 19 minutes because it's supposed to be 25. You forget steps, and I'm like, oh, darn it, I forgot to put the timer on. Because the timer you don't set until it actually starts to to boil. When it starts to boil, then you're ready to go. So I want to show you guys, put that over there. I'm gonna put these in the fridge. These we'll eat tomorrow, or maybe tonight. All right. So this is, oh, Mary, no, you've been very gracious and you've spent enough of your money. That is an extremely kind offer of you. Someday I'll treat myself. There was something else I was gonna get earlier, but I invested the money. I bought myself a sous vide machine, which I'm really glad I did. Although the only thing so far I have not been impressed with is the green beans. And I think I was 5 degrees.